Hey friends, today we're going on a road trip. We are going to go check out some fall colors in northeast Iowa. We'll be up in the McGregor area, Pikes Peak, Overlook, effigy mounds, things like that. So we'll get some cool video to show you guys and talk to you about where we're at. For the next part of our adventure, we are in Decorah, Iowa. We've actually got a couple cool things we're gonna visit here. There's some waterfalls here, kind of like this little one behind me, and there's an ice cave that we're gonna try to check out as well. First thing we're gonna check out here is Dunnings Spring. And as we walk around the corner here, we see the waterfall. Interesting fact about this place, there used to be a mill that was built here. And if you walk through, you can still see some of the remnants of that mill from when it was here, from foundations and pieces of the frame of the mill that are still here. And here, the springs come out of the cliff through a cave right back there. The other area of this park area, it's an ice cave that you can go in and see. There's actually like ice in the cave and it's really cold and stuff like that. Well, you can feel the cold air coming out where this water is coming out of this cave from the cave system here. It is very cold. Something pretty cool about this place too. I don't know how many thousands or millions of people have climbed up these very rocks to get a view of the water coming out. But you can see how smooth these roots are coming out of the ground that people grab onto and walk on, as well as how smoothly worn this rock is from all of those footsteps from people climbing up this over all of the years. You gotta kind of watch your step doing this, as it is a little loose with the gravel. And then, like I said, the rocks are worn smooth, so they're a little slippery. Make sure you got yourself some good sneakers on or some hiking boots for this. Now we'll follow the walkway up and around. There's a trail up there that gives you a view into the cave where this water comes out. And as you may have gathered from this video, there's a lot of climbing involved in visiting this part of the state, but you get some amazing scenery and it's definitely worth it. Oh, and that was perfect timing. The sun came up just enough to shine in there for us. There the water is coming out of that cave, out of this big cliff. Currently, the road to the ice cave is closed off, so we gotta walk in. It's about half a mile or so, and that's what we're gonna do right now on this beautiful fall day. Maybe this is why the road is closed. It looks like it's starting to slide down this whole ledge right here, kind of. Oh boy, here it is. Well, that's not scary.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
You think you're good? Oh yeah, it's chilly in here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not going in through there. Heck no. So here's the ice cave in Decorah. Currently, you can only go in like 10 feet. Back in the 1990s, there was some rock shifting, some movement. So they've got it kind of blocked off so you can't go back in there because it's still under observation. In case it were to shift more, they don't want people getting trapped under there. But you can definitely feel the cold air coming out of here. And it's an ice cave because from like March through September, it builds up ice on the walls, like 8 to 10 inches through there. This cave is unique in that most caves maintain a constant temperature year round. This one is one that in the summer is much colder than most caves, and they think it's because in the wintertime the rocks get really cold, colder than freezing, and then the hot air from inside escapes, and then the water condenses and forms on the rocks, and that's why it sticks throughout the summer. And I don't know how true that is, I'm not a geologist, but that's what I read. Those are just two of the pretty cool attractions in the Decorah, Iowa area. This park has tons of hiking trails. If you like hiking, there are trails all over the place, miles and miles of trails. You could spend an entire day here just hiking. Some of the other things you can do in the area, and not just in Decorah, but around Lansing and Prairie du Chein and McGregor and Marquette, kayaking, canoeing, fishing, trout fishing. There's a lot of cold water streams in the area, and brook trout are native to the area. So they naturally spawn, reproduce here. And then the DNR does stock the cold water streams with brown trout and rainbow trout and stuff like that. And again, this is all stuff you can do in Iowa, surrounded by this natural beauty of the land around you. And it's just super awesome. As I'm walking along, my amazing wife was kind enough to point out that I say super and awesome all the time. And like I told her, that's just because life is super awesome. We are here just south of Lansing, Iowa at the Driftless Area Education and Visitor Center in Allamakee County, right across from the Mississippi River and those beautiful bluffs overlooking Lansing straight ahead there. Definitely one of the most beautiful areas in the entire state. And this is a really nice looking visitor center. It looks pretty new. I don't know how long it's been here. Out here on the patio of the Education Center, all kinds of information about the falcons in Iowa. And just other cool things to see. If you find yourself in the area, definitely stop here. Lots of cool information about the area, the driftless area, what that means. Some of that'll be in the video, but this is a cool center to learn about the area. So if you ever hear someone tell you Iowa's flat and boring, just tell them about Northeast Iowa and the driftless area. Definitely not flat nor boring. It's beautiful. Hey guys, we are in Prairie du Chein, Wisconsin, and we are at the Mississippi River Sculpture Park. Gonna check this place out really quick. Small little park right along the Mississippi River here on the north side of town. This here is the ginkgo tree. It's a living fossil. Used to be super common in the US, and these trees were wiped out during the ice ages. Prairie du Chein. 22 presidents have either lived or visited this community. What's that one gonna say? 100? And right next door to the Mississippi Sculpture Garden is another little garden. And this is probably one of those places that would be a lot cooler to see in the spring or summertime as opposed to late in the fall when everything's kind of dying. Here we are in McGregor, Iowa. We're gonna walk through downtown, check it out. Very picturesque, very cool looking. Just really old, lots of old buildings. Walk around, give you guys a view of that. As you can see, very picturesque with the hills behind the downtown area here. It just looks so cool. Very historic looking, lots of old buildings and a very old downtown area. You can almost just picture the horses and buggies going down a dirt road instead of a paved road with vehicles. Okay, literally, this area looks like literally the Old West. They've got the saloon. They've got the wooden patio area that you could hitch your horse to. Oh, this is awesome. There's a jail behind the saloon. That's literally a jail. That's awesome. And the fall colors as the backdrop to this location. I don't know that there's a more beautiful place in the Midwest, or maybe the US, or possibly even the world. All right, for this part of the adventure, we are outside of Marquette, Iowa at a state park called Pikes Peak State Park here in northeastern Iowa. And right now they're doing some road construction on the parking lot, which is up over that way. So we had to park in this temporary parking spot, and then to get to where we want to go, we got to go for a hike through the woods. There are a lot of walking trails here at Pikes Peak State Park, and there's a trail that will actually take us to a waterfall called Bridal Falls, which right now probably doesn't have a lot of water flowing through it, but after it rains, it's a nice little waterfall. So that's one of those trails going off into the woods over that way. This is normally where one would park when they come to visit. But as I said, they're redoing the parking lot. This is all new cement, and they're still working up that way, so you cannot park there at the moment. And we are up here a little bit later in the year to see the fall colors, so the restrooms and such are all closed. A very nice little picnicking area here under the canopy of trees. Is very nice in the summertime when it's hot, gives you lots of shade, lots of grills available, quite a bit of seating. And then here is the Pikes Peak Overlook. See the elevation, 1,130 feet, officially in McGregor, Iowa. Got McGregor and Marquette, both kind of right by each other, very beautiful area. And look at this view. Right off of the Overlook is the first trail in the park that leads you to the Bridal Veil Falls. And here at Pikes State Park, we do have old burial mounds. And then just north of here, a few miles, is effigy mounds, which has a lot of mounds. As you'll see, the trail to Bridal Veil Falls is paved, and it's going to have some wood stairs and stuff up here. So it's an easy hike to go check out this little part of the park. And along the trail, there's a little stop with a nice little overlook area here. Give you a nice view of the river and the bluffs in the area. Behind me here, you'll see barges move up and down the Mississippi River, delivering goods and supplies from all the way up north, all the way south, using a lock and dam system. You can see some barges kind of parked off to the side there, and way up in the river, up by the bridge, you can see a barge ship pushing a bunch of them down this way. As I've mentioned, this is a very, very beautiful area of the state, up in northeast Iowa and along the Mississippi River, along Wisconsin and stuff. A lot different than what you'll see across the rest of the state of Iowa. And as we discovered at the information center south of Lansing, this was the driftless area, meaning it hasn't been covered by ice ages in millions of years, and that's why it looks so different from the rest of the area. We can hear the falls. There's a small trickle of water. Again, if it was raining, this would be a lot of water gushing down here, but this is still a super cool site to come check out. And if you're gonna make the trip up here, this is definitely worth coming to see. It's just so beautiful.